Good evening, friends. So, my topic for today is online dating. Um, there's always speculation going on about online dating and dating in general. So, I'm just going to cover a few points that that I'm going to show that how online dating has become famous over the years. You know, uh, it was considered taboo a few years back. It was considered that people are desperate to go online dating, and I would also cover why online dating, the pros and cons of online dating, and I will show that there are few online dating sites. They actually have a matching algorithm. So I'm going to cover an algorithm for OkCupid. So let's see what's the history behind dating in general, as in online dating in general. In the 1700s, bachelors searched for wives through printed ads. Uh, that was These ads were like newspaper ads, and they were matrimonial agencies that started in Britain by 18th century. So these matrimonial agencies actually took your profile, and if they found a match, it's still prevalent in really in other countries too, in some parts of India as well, in some communities I would say. And uh, being single past the age of 21 was considered shameful. Now, um, and printed ads were a last resort for men who had advice and women who read them. So it's like people who were not able to find their partners uh, through natural ways, they act, or some meetings, or in different ways they posted their ads. Uh, if a match was made, it was not talked about freely because in the earlier centuries it was considered taboo. So um, people did it secretly, and personal ads went mainstream in early 20th century and died off until 1960s. So these ads were prevalent by 1960s. A lot of people posted their ads, and they would find for their partners. They would put their own description and the desired description of the partner that they seek. So let's see how this there was a transition from newspaper to the internet. As we know, internet has revolutionized the entire world. So why not dating? So internet dating is actually the modern version for the first matrimonial agencies of the 1700s, and the first major internet dating website was Match.com that was registered in 1995. It was during the time that social networking and Yahoo, email, Gmail, and everything were coming into existence, and transferring text messages, emails, and everything was gaining more popularity. So during that time, Match.com registered its first was the first. They were the pioneer in dating websites. By 1996, there were like 16 dating websites listed in Yahoo. That's a lot, right? So in 1995 there was just one, and by 1996 there were like. So imagine the popularity of the dating sites. So uh, okay, I want to ask a question. So why online dating? I mean, I want your take. Why would you think online dating? Okay, honestly, I would like to know how many of you all have actually um, done online dating. Like, even if you have a profile, that's fine on any dating site. No one. Okay. So online dating, I believe I've been reading a lot of reviews and public forums. So there are a lot of mixed reviews that I've got, and there are few people who think online dating is better than actual dating because okay. So I've put Barney's picture here because not everyone is as awesome as Barney Stinson, right? So you just go in a bar, just speak few words and pick up a girl, and then you're all set. No, right? So it's little difficult for normal people like us. So moreover, going to the bar every day gets really expensive. It's really expensive to go to the bar every day, and moreover, for guys you have to buy a drink for the girl, so you have to pay twice. And there's a very interesting example given by one of this Jewish women at TED Talks. Anyone listens to TED Talks? Yeah. So there's this very interesting example covered by a Jewish woman. She says that she used to deal with a lot of numbers, so she decided to find a probability of meeting the right match without online dating. Like if she were to meet one of the persons that she actually would feel go on in a long-term relationship with, so she decided to put on numbers, and she found out that she was in Philadelphia. So the population of Philadelphia is like around 1.5 million. Uh, if the sex ratio is fair, we would say number of men is 750,000. Uh, she had a criteria. She wanted guys from 30 36, which is around 4%. So it's like 30K. Uh, she wanted a number of Jews. So it's another 2.3%. So it's like 690. Uh, she does not want people who play sports or rather are interested in sports. So that would easily knock off like around 50% of male, maybe more, but she estimated 50%. So it's gonna be like 350. Uh, Very important point. Not so. How what is the probability of getting attracted to the guys? Like 1 to 10. Like out of 10 guys, you'd be attracted to one. So the probability of it's like it comes down to excuse me. So it comes down to 35. And so she was wondering if I had to meet one out of these 35 guys, how many bars will I have to hop? How many different bars I have to try every day? How many times do I have to go out to look out for these people? Because it's because during work, it's difficult to find time, to meet someone out of your workplace, or if you're in a school to find different. It's if you're in a school, it's still okay, but if you're at work, it gets difficult to meet new people. So probability of bumping into one of these 35 men was extremely small. So she decided why not online dating, because it's a medium where you can filter out the people you want to meet and just talk to people whom you can filter based on your ethnicity, your religion. So there's this we actually provide a filter, and you can see who are the real who, what you are interested in, meet the people accordingly. And uh, so these are a few points, and some said it's we are too busy to go out. Some said it's difficult to strike a conversation with a random stranger. So because it's online dating, you don't think twice. What is what are the chances of rejection? It's just gonna she's not gonna reply. It's not going to be that awkward, right? So these are the pros. Because I'm supporting online dating, I'm gonna show the pros of online dating. And this is one of the reasons why there's been a significant rise in the number of users registering for such online dating sites. So what are the online dating sites that are in the market right now, and they're pretty famous? It's OkCupid, eHarmony, and Match.com were the pioneers of online dating. And there's plenty of fish. There's Zoosk, there's Tinder, there's Shadi.com. Shadi.com is one of those. I'm sure all Indians know what Shadi.com is. Uh, it's one of those matrimonial sites. I would say it's the biggest dating site in India, right? Uh, Moving on. So actually, let's see how these sites make a match. Uh, okay, what's the process? You register, you make a profile, and then how do you find that this person is going to be right? How does the dating site help you to find a match? Because there are like millions of users. Would you like keep searching for like keep find a list? No, right. So they give you an option to find people in your vicinity. They will provide you filter criterias. They will um, tell you what kind of a person you're looking for, what the age. So you can basically filter according to your needs. Some, not all sites do that. Something OkCupid does that. Tinder is more like a, it's more like a fun kind of a app. Like there are like pictures of, there are profiles that keep coming. There are two options: you either like them or you dislike them. So you keep doing, if the opposite person has also liked you, and if there is a match that you both like each other, they will give you an option to talk to each other. So that's pretty straightforward. It does not involve any algorithm or something. It's just, they keep showing your profiles based on your location, so that you can keep searching. So it's not very specific, but it's more famous because it's fun to see all the, keep liking and just see who likes you too, so that you can start a conversation, and the probability that they have liked you is means that there's something mutual amongst them, both of them. What I'm gonna cover is today I'm gonna cover actually the uh, algorithm that OkCupid uses for matching individuals. They have a very specific algorithm that they use. Let's see what let's see how the algorithm works. So basically, OkCupid asks you to fill in a lot of questions. So if you go to OkCupid, you will see a series of questions that they will ask you, and they would take, because every matching requires data, right? So they want to see it, because on your profile there will be photo and your basic basic demographics of, like basic information, height, weight, and everything, ethnicity. So you can't make a match based on that, right? You need some data to find out what actually you like, what kind of a person you are. So what they do is they ask you several questions, that how do you uh, and they connect your answers, and there are three parameters that they use. For instance, if a question is, do you want to have kids one day? So your answer is yes. Do you want a partner to have kids? It's like, like, no, like you don't want a partner to have kids. And what is the relevance of this question to you? How important is this to you? So, this could be like somewhat important, little important, it's irrelevant, or it's mandatory. So, based on your requirements, they gather data and they find a perfect match for you. So, three parameters are your answers, how would you like someone to answer them, how important the question is to you. As I said, irrelevant, so you don't want to, if you don't want a partner to have kids, it's very important to you. They want, so, so that's how they find a match. Some basic questions that OkCupid asks is, do you want to have kids one day? How often do you brush your teeth to check personal hygiene? Do you like scary movies? Do you believe in God? So all these questions are, they describe your character, they describe your personality, they describe your likes, dislikes. So uh, uh, that's how they analyze your personality. So let's see. I'll be covering a basic algorithm for two individuals using just two questions. So the first question is, how messy are you? There are three options: very messy, average, very organized. Based on the algorithm, you need to find your answer. That's, I'm very organized. How do you want another person to be? I want him to be very organized. How important this question is to you? How important is it to you that the opposite person be organized? It's very important. These are this is how person A answers. Let's see how person B answers. I'm very organized, but I don't want my partner to be very organized. I want him to be average. And what is the importance of this question? It's like little important to me. Okay. So this is a comparison. First says very organized. I don't. First says I want my partner to be very organized. Second says I want him to be average. For person A, it's very important. For person B, it's little important. Now they ask a second question: do you like to be the center of attraction? Now this is a very important question because if there are two people who and both of them want to be center of attraction, there would be a real conflict. You know, like, do you think that two people always want to be center of attraction can get along well? No, right? So what they do is they take their answers. Person A says no. That person does not want the other person to be uh, center of attraction, and this is of little importance to person A. Person B, he likes to be center of attraction. He does not want his partner, his or her partner, to be the center of attraction. Exactly, because as I said, if you're the center of you, if you like being the center of attraction, you don't want your partner to be center of attraction, right? And this is of somewhat importance. So, what are these somewhat important, little importance? Why are we using these importance factors? Is because depending on these factors, we will assign them points. So, uh, we will assign them values for a computer to decide. It does not read, like, okay, this person will be a match. How? We need to provide values. Every algorithm needs values. So if the question is irrelevant to you, it's 0 points. If it's a little important, that question contains that has weightage of 1 point. Somewhat important is 10, very important is 50, and mandatory is 250. It's like really, really important. So it's given 250 points. So let's calculate for person A. He says, I'm very organized, and the desired answer is average. And this is of little importance. So he loses 1 point. The question two is, do you like to be center of attraction? He says no. Desired answer is no. This is of somewhat important. So he scores 10 points. So basically, he scores 10 out of 11 points. So he's meeting the qualifications of the required partner by 10 is to 11. That's 91%. So he's 91% match. He's meeting to the requirement at 91% to person B. Let's see how person B matches to person A. Person A, uh, person B says, I'm very organized. I desired answer is very organized, and this is very important. So he scores directly 50 points. Question two is, do you like to be center of attraction? Yes. Desired answer is no, and this is little important. So he loses 1 point. So his overall points is 50 upon 51. Uh, that's why he scores a 98%. And uh, so we've got how A matches to B and B matches to A with what percentage. But we have to find a mutual match amongst them. If I match to you by 90%, you match to me by 98%, how do we know we match to each other at what percent? So we have to find a mean. So we have to find what is a combined match of us of both of us. So this algorithm takes the square root of both the percentages, the because it actually takes a root to the n, and where n is a set of questions. We asked two questions, so here n is 2, so it actually takes a square root, so it's 94%. 94%. So this is really interesting because this algorithm is actually trying to match two individuals depending upon the questions they answer, depending upon the personalities they have, and so when you're searching for partners on the app, there will be there will be a section where they show uh, how you have the whom do you match to the most. So you can just check out the profile, just start talking, and if if the algorithm says that you have a match, you can start a conversation. You will be more confident. You have similar ideas, so because you meet the requirements. Uh, so I would I would end by saying that online dating has actually a math behind it. Uh, I know there's no algorithm for love and no algorithm for finding a partner, but it gives you an opportunity. Online dating is an opportunity, and the trends show that there has been a rise in online dating because the usage of internet has risen uh, a lot. People can use internet on the phone, so it gives you an opportunity. So anytime you're free, just you can download the app, just find person you want to talk. It, how many times will you just go out and strike a conversation, or you make an attempt to meet new people, form new circles. So this gives an opportunity. It does not uh, guarantee that it will help you find a partner, but there are statistics that prove that one out of five uh, person have used online dating. They've had successful unsuccessful relationships through online dating, but they have tried it, and it's it's not a taboo anymore. So it's not a taboo anymore.